From dizzying heights to precarious cliffs, prepare for a thrilling adventure as we explore the 20 riskiest houses around the world. Number 20. Cliff Village, China. Cliff Village in Sichuan Province, China, is one of the most dangerous and remote places to live on Earth. Perched on a sheer cliff face over 2,600 feet high, this small village, known as Hajjarah, is home to the Yi minority. For years, the only way residents could enter or leave the village was by climbing unsecured, vine-made ladders that clung to the cliffside. The villagers, including children, faced immense danger daily, navigating these rickety ladders to attend school or gather supplies. In recent years, steel ladders have replaced the vines, slightly improving safety, but the location still remains hazardous, with steep, exposed pathways and the constant threat of landslides. The village's isolation has helped preserve the unique culture of its inhabitants, but at the cost of extreme risk and difficulty in accessing modern amenities. Cliff Village is a testament to human resilience, where people live in harmony with nature's treacherous heights. Number 19. La Casa del Árbol, Ecuador. La Casa del Árbol, or the Treehouse of the Tree, in Ecuador is a small yet iconic structure perched high on the edge of a cliff near the town of Banos. Famous for its breathtaking swing that sends thrill-seekers out over the edge of the cliff, La Casa del Árbol offers stunning views of the Tungurahua volcano and the surrounding valley. While the treehouse is a popular tourist attraction, its precarious location comes with significant risks. Built on a steep slope at 8,500 feet above sea level, the treehouse faces the threat of erosion, landslides, and potential volcanic activity from Tungurahua, an active volcano. The swing itself, with no harness or safety net, adds an extra layer of danger as riders fly out over the edge of the cliff with only a wooden seat and ropes. Despite the risks, La Casa del Árbol remains a thrilling destination for those seeking adventure and spectacular views. Number 18. El Peñón de Guatapé, Colombia. El Peñón de Guatapé, also known as La Piedra, is a massive granite rock located in Colombia that towers over the surrounding countryside at 656 feet tall. What makes this site particularly unique is the small house perched near the top of this gigantic monolith. The house is accessible by a winding 740-step staircase built into the side of the rock, offering panoramic views of the Guatapé Reservoir below. While the location provides stunning vistas, it also comes with significant risks. The climb up the rock is steep and strenuous, and the narrow, uneven staircase can be perilous for visitors. Additionally, the house's elevated position exposes it to strong winds, heavy rain, and the threat of lightning strikes. Despite the risks, the house and El Peñón de Guatapé have become a popular tourist destination, attracting thrill-seekers and nature lovers eager to experience one of Colombia's most extraordinary landmarks. Number 17. Solvay Hut, Switzerland. The Solvay Hut in Switzerland is one of the most extreme and risky shelters in the world, perched at an altitude of 13,120 feet on the northeastern ridge of the Matterhorn. This tiny refuge, built in 1915, serves as an emergency shelter for mountaineers attempting to summit one of the most treacherous peaks in the Alps. Accessible only to experienced climbers, the hut is located at a dangerous height, where unpredictable weather, freezing temperatures, and high winds pose constant threats. The hut's precarious position on the rocky cliff face adds to the risk, as it can only be reached by climbing a steep, narrow path along the Matterhorn's rugged slopes. While it provides life-saving shelter for those caught in sudden storms or emergencies, staying there is not for the faint-hearted. The Solvay Hut is a testament to human perseverance and ingenuity, built in a place where nature's power is felt most acutely. Number 16. Castellfollit de la Roca, Spain. Castellfollit de la Roca in Spain is a dramatic and picturesque village perched on the edge of a towering basalt cliff, formed by ancient volcanic lava flows. Located in Catalonia, the village sits precariously 160 feet above the confluence of two rivers, making its position both visually stunning and risky. The narrow, cliffside streets and tightly packed medieval houses appear as if they are teetering on the brink of the precipice. While its elevated position offers natural protection and breathtaking views of the surrounding landscape, the village faces significant risks due to its exposure to erosion and potential landslides. The basalt rock beneath it, though resilient, is subject to natural wear from the rivers below and changing weather conditions. Despite the dangers, Castellfollit della Roca is a remarkable place to visit, celebrated for its scenic beauty and historical significance. Its cliffside location makes it one of the most striking and precarious villages in Spain. Number 15. House on Stilts, Vietnam. The house on stilts in Vietnam, commonly found in rural and mountainous regions, is a traditional dwelling built by ethnic minority groups such as the Tay and Thai people. These houses are raised above the ground on wooden stilts to protect inhabitants from flooding, wild animals, and damp ground conditions. While their elevated design is practical for life in areas prone to heavy rain and monsoon seasons, it also makes them vulnerable to certain risks. Perched on stilts, these homes face dangers from strong winds, earthquakes, and severe storms that could weaken or even topple the structure. Additionally, maintaining the wooden stilts in the humid climate poses challenges, as rot and decay can compromise the home's stability over time. Despite these risks, the house on stilts is a symbol of resilience, allowing its residents to live harmoniously with the unpredictable natural environment while preserving their cultural heritage. Number 14. Stilt Houses, Peruvian Amazon. The stilt houses in the Peruvian Amazon are traditional homes built by indigenous communities to adapt to the region's extreme flooding. These elevated wooden structures, known as palafitos, stand on tall stilts to keep the living spaces above the seasonal floodwaters of the Amazon River. Constructed from local materials like timber and palm leaves, the houses allow residents to live in harmony with the rising and falling river levels, which can vary dramatically throughout the year. While the stilts protect the homes from floods and wild animals, they also introduce certain risks. The constant exposure to water can weaken the stilts over time, leading to decay and structural instability. In addition, heavy rains, storms, and high winds pose threats to these homes. Despite these challenges, the stilt houses are a testament to the ingenuity and resilience of Amazonian communities, providing a functional and sustainable solution for living in one of the world's most dynamic environments. Number 13. Escher Cliff House, Switzerland. The Escher Cliff House in Switzerland is a jaw-dropping guest house precariously perched on the side of a vertical cliff, 5,000 feet above sea level. Located in the Alpstein region of the Swiss Alps, this historic inn has been welcoming adventurers since the 19th century. The building is nestled directly into the mountain face, giving visitors the sensation of being suspended in the sky, with breathtaking views of the surrounding valleys and peaks. While the location is visually stunning, it comes with significant risks. The house is only accessible by a steep hiking trail or a cable car, and the cliffside exposure makes it vulnerable to harsh alpine weather, including heavy snowfall, strong winds, and rockfalls. Despite the risks, the Escher Cliff House remains a popular destination for thrill seekers and nature lovers, offering a truly unique experience. Its daring location and the challenges of maintaining a structure in such a precarious position add to its allure and sense of adventure. Number 12. Just Room Enough Island, USA. Just Room Enough Island in the USA is a tiny, quirky home located on the smallest inhabited island in the world. Part of the Thousand Islands archipelago in the St. Lawrence River, this house occupies nearly the entire island, with only a few feet of space left for a small yard and a tree. Purchased by the Sizeland family in the 1950s as a private retreat, the house offers a unique escape, but its location also presents several risks. Perched on such a small plot of land, the home is vulnerable to rising water levels, floods, and strong river currents. A large wave or storm surge could potentially inundate the entire island. Moreover, the house's isolation means access during emergencies or inclement weather can be difficult. Despite the risks, Just Room Enough Island has become a popular tourist curiosity, offering a glimpse into a lifestyle where every square foot counts, quite literally. Number 11. Cliff Palace, Colorado, USA. Cliff Palace in Colorado, USA is the largest cliff dwelling in North America and a remarkable archaeological site, built by the ancestral Pueblones around 1280. Nestled into a massive alcove in the cliffs of Mesa Verde National Park, the structure is made up of over 150 rooms and 23 kivas, ceremonial rooms, all constructed from sandstone, mortar, and wooden beams. The entire complex is tucked into a sheer rock face, providing natural protection from the elements and invaders, but making it incredibly difficult to access. The precarious location of Cliff Palace exposes it to the risk of rockfalls and erosion, making its preservation a challenge. Visitors can only reach it by descending steep, narrow paths and climbing ladders, reflecting the dangers the original inhabitants faced in daily life. Despite the risks, the ingenuity of the Cliff Palace design demonstrates the resilience and adaptability of the Pueblones, making it a historic marvel of ancient architecture. Number 10. Phugdal Monastery, India. Phugdal Monastery in India is one of the most remote and precarious monasteries in the world, dramatically built into a cliffside in the rugged Zanskar Valley of Ladakh. Established in the 12th century, this ancient Buddhist monastery appears as though it's clinging to the rocks, with its whitewashed buildings blending seamlessly into the cliffs above the Lungnak River. Accessible only by foot, the journey to Phugdal requires hours of trekking through narrow, winding mountain paths. The monastery's position exposes it to extreme weather conditions, including harsh winters, landslides, and isolation during the colder months. Despite its dangerous location, the monastery is home to around 70 monks who live and study in this serene yet risky environment. The location is a symbol of solitude and spiritual devotion, where monks seek enlightenment amid some of the harshest conditions on Earth, making it both remarkable and risky to inhabit. Number 9. Meteora Monasteries, Greece. The Meteora Monasteries in Greece are an architectural wonder, perched atop towering sandstone rock pillars that rise nearly 1,300 feet above the ground. Built between the 14th and 16th centuries, these monasteries were designed to be nearly inaccessible, offering monks both protection from invaders and an isolated environment for spiritual contemplation. Originally, the only way to reach them was by climbing long ladders or being hoisted up in a rope basket, an exhilarating and dangerous method that added to their mystique. Today, 6 of the original 24 monasteries are still active and can be visited by tourists, but modern stairways and bridges make the ascent less harrowing. However, the monastery's location still exposes them to extreme weather conditions, such as strong winds and occasional rockfalls. The Meteora Monasteries are not only an extraordinary feat of human ingenuity and faith, but also a testament to the risks faced by those who built and lived in these sacred heights. Number 8. Takeda Castle Ruins, Japan. The Takeda Castle Ruins, often referred to as the Machu Picchu of Japan, are located high on a mountain ridge in the Hyogo Prefecture. Built in the 15th century, the castle sits at an elevation of 1,000 feet above sea level, offering breathtaking views of the surrounding valleys, especially when mist fills the landscape, giving it a floating, otherworldly appearance. The ruins consist of stone walls and terraces that once supported a grand castle complex. However, the location comes with significant risks. Perched on a steep, rocky cliff, the ruins are vulnerable to natural disasters such as earthquakes and landslides, which could erode or destabilize the ancient stone structures. The mountain's exposure to strong winds and heavy rain adds to the dangers, making it a risky place for visitors and a challenge to preserve. Despite these hazards, the site remains a popular tourist destination, drawing thousands to experience its eerie beauty and historical significance. Number 7. Ghost Town of Craco, Italy. The ghost town of Craco, located in southern Italy, is a hauntingly beautiful village perched on a steep hilltop that has been abandoned since the 1960s. Craco's precarious position on the rugged landscape made it prone to landslides, earthquakes, and floods, which eventually forced its residents to flee. Founded in the 8th century, the town's narrow streets, ancient stone buildings, and breathtaking views of the surrounding countryside once made it a thriving community. However, frequent natural disasters eroded the stability of Craco's foundation, and in 1963, a massive landslide triggered the final evacuation. Today, the crumbling structures of Craco remain frozen in time, with empty houses, abandoned churches, and collapsing towers standing as eerie reminders of the town's once vibrant past. Although dangerous due to its instability, Craco has become a popular destination for tourists and filmmakers, adding to its mystique as one of Italy's most striking ghost towns. Number 6. Island House, Ontario, Canada. Island House in Ontario, Canada is a tiny home perched on a small rock in the middle of the St. Lawrence River, making it one of the most precarious homes in the world. Known for its picturesque charm, the house is accessible only by boat and is exposed to the full force of nature. With water surrounding it on all sides, the island house is constantly battered by strong winds, waves, and sometimes rising water levels, putting the structure at risk of flooding and damage. Despite these challenges, the house has become a symbol of solitude and escape. Its remote location offers complete isolation from the outside world, making it a peaceful retreat, but also a risky one. The house has survived for decades through the harsh Canadian winters and turbulent weather, standing as a testament to both its sturdy construction and the determination of its owners to live in such a wild, beautiful, and risky location. Number 5. Dina River House, Serbia. The Dina River House in Serbia is a tiny, isolated home that sits precariously on a rock in the middle of the Dina River. Built in 1968 by a group of friends looking for a retreat, the house's remote and exposed location makes it one of the riskiest homes in the world. Over the decades, the house has been battered by floods, harsh weather, and strong river currents. Despite this, the Dina River House has been rebuilt multiple times after being swept away by powerful waters, a testament to the resilience and dedication of its owners. Surrounded by the flowing river, the house offers a peaceful, picturesque escape, but the constant threat of rising waters and storm damage makes it a perilous place to live. Its unique location has turned the house into an iconic symbol of harmony between nature and human ingenuity, while also serving as a reminder of the unpredictable power of the elements. Number 4. Fallingwater House, Pennsylvania. Fallingwater House in Pennsylvania is one of the most famous and architecturally daring homes in the world, designed by legendary architect Frank Lloyd Wright in 1935. The house is dramatically cantilevered over a waterfall on Bear Run, blending seamlessly with the surrounding forest and river. While its stunning design creates an illusion of harmony with nature, the structure's location presents constant risks. The house is perched precariously on a rocky ledge, exposed to the elements, including flooding, erosion, and extreme weather. Over the years, structural issues have surfaced due to the stress of the cantilever design and natural wear from the environment. Extensive renovations have been needed to prevent the home from collapsing into the stream below. Despite these challenges, Fallingwater is celebrated as an architectural masterpiece, embodying Wright's vision of organic architecture that harmonizes with nature, even though the balance between beauty and danger is always in delicate tension. Number 3. Edge House, Poland. Edge House in Poland is a striking architectural marvel, dramatically built on the edge of a steep slope, making it one of the riskiest homes in the world. Designed by architect Jedrzej Kostecki, the house appears to hover over the hillside, with large glass walls offering panoramic views of the valley below. Its ultra-modern design is both visually stunning and daring, but the house's location comes with significant risks. Built on a sloping terrain, the structure faces threats of erosion, landslides, and the harsh weather conditions typical of mountainous regions. To counter these risks, the architects employed advanced engineering techniques to anchor the house securely into the hillside, but its precarious position still feels like it's defying gravity. The house combines minimalistic design with the natural beauty of its surroundings, offering residents an exhilarating connection to nature, but also the constant reminder of the risks involved in living so close to the edge, both literally and figuratively. Number 2. Al-Hajjarah Village, Yemen. Al-Hajjarah Village in Yemen is a stunning, ancient settlement precariously perched on a cliff in the Hajjarah Mountains. Built in the 12th century, the village is known for its tall, stone houses that seem to grow directly out of the rocky landscape. The homes are built on steep cliffs, making the village appear as though it's hanging off the mountainside. This dramatic location, while offering protection from invaders in the past, now poses significant risks to its inhabitants. The village's isolation means it faces challenges with access to modern infrastructure, and the risk of landslides and erosion adds to the precariousness of living there. The crumbling pathways and steep drops make travel dangerous, particularly during the rainy season. Despite these dangers, Hajjarah is still inhabited today, offering a glimpse into a way of life that has remained largely unchanged for centuries. Its beauty and historical significance are matched only by the risks of its lofty perch. Number 1. Tiger's Nest Monastery, Bhutan. Tiger's Nest Monastery, or Paro Taksong, is one of Bhutan's most iconic and breathtaking landmarks, dramatically perched on a sheer cliffside nearly 10,000 feet above the Paro Valley. Legend has it that Guru Padmasambhava, a revered Buddhist master, flew to this site on the back of a tiger in the 8th century, giving the monastery its legendary name. Built in 1692, the monastery clings precariously to the cliff, making it accessible only via a challenging hike along narrow, winding paths that take several hours to complete. The monastery's position exposes it to the forces of nature, including high winds, landslides, and occasional earthquakes, which have damaged the structure over the centuries. Despite these risks, Tiger's Nest remains a spiritual haven for monks and pilgrims who come to meditate and seek enlightenment. Its stunning views, spiritual significance, and treacherous location make it one of the world's most breathtaking and riskiest places of worship. Thanks for joining us on this thrilling tour of the world's riskiest houses. Which one surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing adventures. See you next time!